Hello everybody, John from Droid Dog here, and as you know from the title, today I'm unboxing the HTC Sensation, which has been previously referred to as the Pyramid in leaks. So here's the box. We've got a couple of stickers sealing it. And I'm pretty excited about this device. It's got great specs and what should be a beautiful aluminum unibody design. And this is coming to T-Mobile on June 15th. And it already started up on me there. I accidentally tapped the power button on top there. Little difficult to get this film off of the contoured Gorilla Glass display. Okay, and we had a voicemail notification sitting there on the lock screen when I first started it up, and I don't want to reveal that phone number, so there's an edit there. So this is Sense 3.0, and it has a new lock screen which includes apps and widgets. Right now they just have apps on there, and in order to activate one, you just long press it and drag it into the circle. To simply exit the lock screen, you just drag the circle up and it zooms in for you onto the last open app. So this is a dual core processor, 1.2 gigahertz times 2, and it's got 768 megabytes of RAM. There's 1 gig of internal storage, and of course the micro SD card slot, which accepts up to 32 gigabytes. Now this display, which is Gorilla Glass, this is a 4.3 inch Super LCD at 540 by 960. It's true widescreen and QHD, and HTC is pushing the media with their new HTC Watch and HTC Listen for music, and we'll get into more of that later. I should mention that this phone does support DNA for media sharing with game consoles, things like that. It's running Android 2.3 Gingerbread with Sense 3.0, so there's all kinds of neat new customization features, and you can see there's a kind of a 3D effect to swiping through the screens there. So we'll go through the box real quick here. There's a start guide hidden in the compartment of the piece that's cradling the phone, and inside we have the AC adapter with a standard USB plug for the phone. Headset with play, pause, call controls, skip in either direction, thank goodness, and a 3.5mm audio jack. And of course the USB cable, which goes from standard USB to micro. Let's take a quick look at the body of the phone. You can see here you have an LED up front and a front-facing camera that's 1.3 megapixels. The 4 capacitive buttons at the bottom: home, menu, back, and search. Speaker at the top. Nothing on the bottom except for the button to release the back. We'll get to that in a second. On the right side, nothing. On the left side, a volume rocker and the micro USB port. On top you have the 3.5mm audio port, power and lock button. On the back you have an 8 megapixel camera with dual LED flash. It took me a second to figure out the battery cover release here. So what you do, instead of trying to peel away the back, you push in this button right here and lift away the top of the phone, and the whole back side comes off. Here we have a 1520 milliampere battery, T-Mobile SIM card, and the 8 gigabyte micro SD that ships with it. You can see this is made of clear plastic, and when the back comes off, the speaker cover is included in it. So the back wraps around and covers the front, which is an interesting configuration. Now, one of my favorite additions in Sense 3.0 is that when you pull down the notifications menu, you have 2 tabs at the bottom here. You can look at your notifications, and you can also jump over to quick settings where you can toggle Wi-Fi hotspot, which requires additional account services, mobile network, Bluetooth, GPS. You can open all settings, and you can see your memory usage, which is Really handy. This is something I've liked a lot from Samsung's TouchWiz, having those toggle options drop down from the notifications menu, and I'm really happy to see this on an HTC device. And I don't know how well you could hear that, but when we came back to the home screen, we got the usual weather animations, which were just clouds today, and there was a sound effect that went along with it, a kind of with a click at the end when it pops off. Let's go back into our personalize button. Here you can also change the wallpaper and the lock screen. Lots of new lock screen customizations in this version. You can have a clock, you can have stocks, weather, messages, photos, or just apps. I want to select the weather. Let's apply that. If we go into the settings there, you can see we get a burgundy highlight down there at the bottom when I'm tapping buttons. We can change these shortcuts here, but I'm not going to do that right now. Let's just go back to the lock screen and check out the weather. So that's a new animation. I think it's cooler than the home screen animation, and it means we can save space on our home screen if we just have to lock the phone to look at the weather. So I think that's really useful. You can jump to certain apps. Big difference. You can see the overall feel of Sense is much smoother, and it's well, more flashy really. In the personalize section, we can also add items to home like widgets, apps, shortcuts, and folders, and we can personalize our sound settings. So this is just a quick way to get to the same settings that you can find in Android, but they're organized in a nice way, easy to get to. Now if we look at the applications, again you can see UI elements that are customized based on my personal preferences, the burgundy theme. And we have access to HTC Hub. So I'm going to go ahead and sign into this. And I want to give you a quick view of the keyboard, which looks like it might be a tad darker than on previous versions of Sense, but other than that it looks like it's the same old keyboard, which I know and love. So here we can download new widgets, sound sets, scenes, which are basically setting schemes for your home screen. So you could have one for work where you have particular widgets and applications that pertain to work, and then have another one for home, etc. We can change skins, get new wallpapers, ringtones, alarm sounds, and notification sounds. I'm just going to go for a new skin. Clean off the display here. Music Lover, Purple Passion, Painting the World, Memories. I kind of like that orange one, so let's download that. I'm connected to Wi-Fi right now. Unfortunately, I'm only getting 2G connectivity, which is a shame because the Sensation 4G is an HSPA Plus device that is capable of 14.4 megabits per second download speeds and 5.76, I think it is, up. For me right now, that's not happening. But let's go to this this new skin and apply it. It's in my library now of available skins. Let's just check out. You can see we have orange elements here, but I want to see the whole home screen. My notification bar is now orange. So the next thing outside of Sense that I think most of us are going to be interested in is HTC Watch and Listen, which give us access to all kinds of media, and hopefully I'll be able to access it here. Or at least we can see how it works. So here I can buy Batman Under the Red Hood for $14.99. I can share, play, and purchase it. And this is a beta of Listen. Yeah, I want to update it. That shortcut does not seem to be working to update Listen, but we'll cover that in the review. The notification bar also has most recent apps that you can see at the top there. Why don't we check out the camera software real quick and see if there's any changes in there. So the interface looks the same. We can tap to focus. Let me put something down here. Switch from video to stills. Switch from the back camera to the front camera. Manage the flash. Go into effects. zoom, the menu key brings up additional settings, timer, scenes, image adjustments, white balance, ISO, resolution, max is 8 megapixels. How long the review shows after you snap a shot. Let's put that on the shortest there is and see how quickly we can rapid fire here. Geotagging, auto enhancing, all that good stuff. So once it's focused, you can move pretty quickly, which is great. Catching the kids or the pets or whatnot. And you can see how great that looks. I'm not going to make you watch this for 10 minutes while I figure out how to play. But this is just an unboxing anyway. There will be more on the HTC Sensation 4G at droiddog.com. Thanks for watching.